the weather? I'm good, thank you. Enjoying the
Okay.
weather?
Yes, I'm enjoying weather, sky, clouds, birds, trees, everything.
Yeah, is it raining there as well?
No, it is not raining here, but there is a cloud in the sky. Yeah, it can be
There are
raining.
clouds in the sky. All right, it's
Yeah,
cloudy, you'd say.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been raining here since the morning, since last night actually, non-stop. But it's okay, we're all enjoying it. So, have you had a chance to go through the session document for today?
Yes, I went through it.
What did you think of it?
Okay, I think topic is quite good and it is related to everybody.
All right. Okay. So, give me an instance of generation gap that you've noticed most commonly.
Yeah, I have noticed in my life. Always.
Tell me. Tell me.
Because my father cannot understand me, my grandfather cannot understand me. And I think sometimes, yeah, my grandfather can understand me, but my father can't understand me, okay? Because they have different sort of idea, different kind of, thought, and the era or the time when they were born and they were, child, there may be a, different sort of circumstances. But right now we are totally equipped with technology. So when I'll be spending time on my mobile phone, laptop, then my father seems not, happy.
Yeah, I can understand. Parents do nag you about your use of social media and how much
Yeah,
you're using technology. Do you often see that they don't understand the jokes that you crack?
of course they do not.
They don't share the same sense of humor as you?
Yeah. So
Has
what,
there,
hmm?
yeah, yeah, no, continue.
Have you felt any generation gap between you and your parents or something?
Oh my God, all the time. They are very bad with abbreviations. So, like when we usually talk, we usually use the word lol.
Oh,
They
lol.
really don't, yeah, they really don't understand the concept of lol. We even use it casually to end a sentence. You see, like, hey, lol. They don't get it. They're like, if it's not funny, then why are you writing lol? It means laughing out loud. My mom used to think it means lots of love for the longest time. So I
Oh.
notice it a lot. Where
Mhm.
in what other aspect do you notice it? Like not just in sense of jokes or social media. When you
Mhm.
talk about something that's relevant to the world, do you still see a difference in your opinion and theirs? Say anything. If you're talking about COVID, let's talk about COVID. Do
Uh,
you notice? Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, of course. There is a gap of 30 years between we and our parents. And within 30 years, you can't imagine how much this world has changed. And you might have noticed just within 4 or 5 years the whole world has changed and it is globalizing. Whatever change the human being had seen in last 1,000 years, that change has been done just within a 1 year right now, and it is multiplying every day. Okay, so of course everywhere I see gap everywhere. Okay, the eating process. Okay, they would like to eat something else, we like to eat something else, right? Yeah.
So how do you think we can bridge this gap? Is there any way to better communicate our feelings so that they understand us better? Do you think is there any way to fix this?
I don't think that this bridge can be gapped, or this bridge can there can be a bridge between the gaps. Why? Right now there will be a difference between me and my children. Okay, if I will have children, I will have difference between them. Why? Right now I'm using 4G, they will be using 10G or something more than this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm using Facebook, they will be using something more than Facebook. Okay, so definitely there will be difference between my thought process and his thought process. So it can't be bridged. But a parent who has wisdom can make their word friend, and they can make a friendly relationship, and they can, uh, they can minimize this gap.
I completely agree. Would you like to be best friends with your children?
Yeah, I would be open to everything, even everything, biological response and everything. I think, yeah, uh, it is necessity of this generation that you will have to come close to your child. You will have to talk about all the aspect of life. Until or unless you are not talking and you are covering the things, there is not going to be any solution come out of it. And if you are,
That's yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Continue.
my I have finished.
Okay. So what you're saying is very wise, and I completely agree. I do get a new perspective on things. So, are you very frank with your parents? Do you tell them everything? Are you best friends with your parents?
I'm frank than other child with my parents. I don't know about other children, but when I can perceive, I can realize one thing. My neighbor are not, friends. My friends are not as frank as I am with my parents. So yeah, I can talk about anything, and I have that sort of energy that I can make him positive. I can, uh, you know, I can make him understand everything very clearly.
Okay, perfect. Do you see this generation gap when it comes to music, like musical genres when we talk about?
Of course, there is big generation gap. They will be listening the music like "चलो पहाड़ों में चलते हैं," okay, जंगलों में घूमते हैं. But we are listening the music, okay, nightclub, okay, DJ, dance, theater. So there is a big difference. And but I have seen one big difference in sense of music, that their music are connected to heart, okay, and our music are not connected to our heart. It is connected to our body directly. I have seen this relationship that they when I go to I research sometime, okay, about all generation and my generation, and I find big gap. It looks like that human consciousness is falling down generation by generation. If you go behind and you check the music, that is looking like very melodious, that is connected to the heart of the people, but right now it is connected to the body. It means somehow the heart is going down and body is coming up.
I agree. What kind of music do you like to listen to? Do you like listening to old songs?
I like all the musics of this world. Okay, even sometimes I used to, listen a weird music that you might not have thought about it. Because I just music is something which can be felt by heart. Okay, there is no need to know that language. Okay, so I love all sort of music: English, Hindi, Bengali, sometimes Marathi, whatever kind of music will come in front of me. I just try to listen it and I try to perceive the vibe of music.
So, would you say that music connects everyone in all the generations, or would you say that music actually creates a little bit of a gap between the generations?
No, I think music creates a gap right now. It can be seen obviously that your choice is different from your parents, and your parents' choice is different from you, and both the music has different melody. Okay, their sense are also different, vibe are different. So I think, yeah, it is also music are also creating difference. Music are not creating difference. I mean, our consciousness are different from each other.
So, do you think that the generation gap also impacts the style and our way of speaking and how we communicate with people? Do you think we always consider people who are older to us as wiser?
Mhm.
Would you agree with that? Do you think those who are older than us are wiser, or do you think knowledge doesn't come with time? Knowledge comes with what you gain.
No, it is proven that, yeah, people who are older to us are wiser. And why? Wisdom comes our experience, and the people who are older to us has lots of experience. The thing that we are doing right now, and we think that just we are doing this thing, they have done it anyway. Okay, 35, 40 years ago, we are doing by different means, they were doing by different means, just that is different. But still, the everything is common, that we are doing with social media something else, but they were doing with their friends, in society. They have different means to do it. So
But
of
you,
course.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, please continue. No, no, please continue.
So I finished it that, yes, I think so.
That even though you're saying they're much wiser than us because they have a lot of life experience. Do you
Mhm.
think you still disagree with them over frivolous things? Frivolous
Of course,
means
of course,
small, trivial.
we must disagree with them. Why? I'm telling you, because the way of their living are not suiting us. We will have to change according to the world. Yeah. So wise men always change themselves. I mean, right now, my parents are hating technology, and if I am also hating technology, it means I am a, you know, foolish man. Because right now I have advantage of this thing. I should take advantage of it. It depends on me that how I'm using it. I'm using it effectively for my well-being. Definitely, it is boon for me. So yeah, I think that yes, there is a difference between their thought and mine, but I must disagree with them with something like this. Okay.
Do you think that now, as we're coming, as the technology is growing, we all have to ultimately adapt to it? We are much more equipped with technology, we are much more quicker, we are much more smarter. Do you think your parents are also slowly getting better at it?
Yeah, I think they are also understanding now that yes, they will have to also adapt this thing, right? Because the world will not go back; it will go forward. So they have, if they are wise, they are just adapting it, not 100%, but somehow, at some extent.
Do you like to help them with technology when they ask you to like small questions?
Yes, I help them. Okay, I teach them how to run mobile phone and lots of things. Okay, how to open this website or do these things. Yeah, I love to help them because I know it is wiser to come out with technology.
All right, before we continue, I just like to say that there is an autocut feature to these one-on-one sessions. So don't think that I've disconnected or anything like that
Mhm,
randomly. I would
mhm,
like to give a nice level. But
mhm.
is there anything else that you'd like to share? Anything else that you'd like to discuss?
I tell me, what about you? Mine, I mean, I told you so many things about this, as gap, sorry, generation gap. So tell me your opinion. How do you feel about it?
Well, I think it's pretty prevalent, and the most commonly that I see it is specifically amongst teachers and students.
Mhm,
I often see that we disagree on a lot of things that as I have learned as with whatever media I consume, I often disagree with them a lot. Their opinions, as we like to say it, are a little backwards, are a little orthodox.
mhm,
Um, but those conversations are always fun because you get to learn something and you also, as well as you get to impart something.
mhm.
So I notice most commonly between teachers and students, my parents are also a little slow with technology. They don't know how to update apps, but I do like helping them out.
So yeah, I'm also agree with you at the point of teachers. I forget to mention the teachers. Teachers are one of the wisest community of this world. So when you will go against them, they definitely will be not happy, right? Because they think they are wisest men in this planet. Okay, they are teachers. So how can someone be more smarter than you? But honestly, believe me, students of all generation were always smarter than the teachers.
All right. Perfect. Amazing session. Love talking to you. Is there
Thank
anything
you.
else that you'd
Same.
like to share?
Thank you. Same